that you used to do, you start letting all that slide. Why? Because I just told you, you start acknowledging the resource. So now what you're doing is you're giving them all the attention, you're giving them all the time, you're giving them all the effort. You're going outside your way, baby, to make sure that they happy. You'll do everything up under the sun to make sure they happy. Honey, you'll bend over backwards. You do everything to make sure they got a smile on their face. You're going to make sure if nothing else go on, baby, my husband going to eat first. My husband, my man. And some of y'all, my woman. And some of y'all even craftier with it. My children. Y'all go over there and y'all love up everybody. Come through for everybody. Make sure everybody got everything that they need. Understand? Except for acknowledging the person. And you do all that for. And then once you get it, then what? You get distracted with it.
Let's go to the unit.
You forget where it all came from. Yeah, come on now. I'm waiting on y'all. Y'all at 396. We're going to get to 400K. We're going to get, I just need for you to understand that you can acknowledge the resource, but you have to respect the source. You're going to have to put some respect on his name. He ain't just a carpenter's son, baby. I need for you to understand that he's not just a healer. He's not just a provider. He's not just a comforter. Understand, he's multi-talented. And y'all gonna have to bear with me because I'm gonna switch y'all around just a little bit. Oh, I ain't come to play. Let me show y'all what y'all do. This right here. Let's y'all know I believe in a good old illustration. I stay with illustrations. So what we do? This is what we do right here. This is what we do. As long as we need, we plugged into the source. As long as we need, we plugged in, we locked in. We gonna make sure that this right here, what I want y'all to understand, this right here, this the lamp. This right here, this the lamp right here. This the lamp for you right here. This the light for you right here. This is you when you plugged in. This is you when you plugged in. You are the lamp. You can be a fantastic lamp. You can be high maintenance lamp. You could be one of them lamps that come out of one of the fanciest stores. You can. I'm talking about thousands of dollars, millions of dollars. You the lamp right now, baby. I want you to understand that you're the lamp. But I also want you to understand that this cord, the cord is going to represent what? The cord is going to represent the faith. This is your faith right here. The cord is the faith. And what I want you to understand is that the socket that provides all the power, that's God. Hello, somebody. Let me run it back to you real quick. The lamp is you. You are the lamp. You are the lamp. The cord is your faith. Understand that. And then that socket, that's the power socket. That power socket right there, baby, that's God. That's God right there. I need for you to understand. So in this situation, this is what you do. When you're going through hell and high water, when you got stuff messing up in your life, you make sure you plugged in. Hey, go to plug. You make sure you stay plugged in. As long as things are messed up, you plugged in. We ain't got to worry about you. You fasting, you praying, you meditating, you making sure everything is on the up and up. You showing up for Sunday school, all of that. As soon as you get everything that you need, what you do? Unplug. That's what you do. You go ahead and unplug right there. Because see, all of a sudden you got everything that you needed. You got everything that you wanted. So you ain't worried about being plugged in at this time. So now you so distracted with life. You so distracted with everything else. You ain't worried about the source. All you know is that you got the resource. But guess what happened? As soon as you lose all of that, as soon as everything go back left, as soon as that, you know what I'm saying, that relationship ain't relationshiping, as soon as that family ship ain't family shipping, as soon as that job said that they about to go ahead and lay off, all of a sudden you find a way to do what? Plug back in, baby. Here you go. You either on or you off. Now you done plug back in. But what you don't understand is that every single time that you go through a struggle, every single time that you go through a trial, every single time that you go through something, guess what? It changes the person that you are. So now what you got to do? Now I got to bounce back. Now I got to do this and now I got to do that. Now I got to work harder. I want you to understand that we've mastered the art of bouncing back. Now let's master the art of not having to. Are you not tired of always bouncing back? Are you not tired of always starting over? Are you not tired of always having to hit that reset? If you stayed plugged in, you wouldn't have to worry about none of that. But the problem is we get distracted with what? We get distracted with the job. I ain't got time to go to prayer no more. Okay, and then we get plugged back in. Oh, okay, now we get what? Distracted with the friends, and now we back out again. Oh, okay, now we back in because we found out them friends ain't really friends to us. Now we get over here, and now get what's what? I done found it. You back distracted again, and before you know it, you plug back in, and now you're here over there working on yourself all over again, and you constantly starting over and over and over again until what happened? Now you're tired. No matter how beautiful the lamp is, it can't operate if it's not plugged in. No matter how beautiful the lamp is, it can't operate if it's not plugged in. You can be $1 million lamp, but if you ain't got the right juice, you're not going to operate. You can be high maintenance as you want to be, but if you're not plugged in, it's not going to operate. And what happens is we do this yo-yo with our life, our spiritual life. We play this yo-yo in and out with our life so much that eventually we mess around and put the wrong bulb in. And they explode. Because that bulb is not designed for that lamp. So now you're starting over. Then you have some times when you're so tired of starting over that you just simply unplug altogether. And that's where a lot of y'all are at right now in life. You're so tired of bouncing back. You're so tired of starting over. You're so tired of the pain. You're so tired of the letdowns. You're so frustrated with people. You're so frustrated with life that you feel like, Coach, I just don't want to do it no more. We see it every day, up and down the timeline. People, I'm done. I'm tired. Every day it's a new story. Somebody didn't unalive themselves. This didn't happen. That didn't happen. I'm so tired of starting over. I'm so tired of being let down. I'm so tired. I'm at my wit's end. I'm so tired. I'm so frustrated, and love just don't love me, and people are just not right, and I just don't know what to do, and I'm tired of crying. I'm tired of being hurt. I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm tired. But you're tired because you won't stay plugged in. You're tired because you keep, every time, you snatching that plug out. I tell y'all every single day, you have to have the same grit, the same grind, the same passion, and you have to have it all the way through. Your level, your faith, it cannot be based on your predicament. It can't be based on the situations that you're in. When you are fixing your life, when you're elevating your life, when you're changing your life, you have got to be consistent. You have got to stay, understand, plugged into the source. People that you meet, that you interact with, you have got to understand that the right people are going to understand your grit. They're going to understand your grind. They're going to respect your boundaries. They're going to see the person that you are, and they're going to honor that person. They're going to look at you. They're going to see the way that you're shining. They're going to see your level of commitment, and the only thing that they're going to do is they're going to encourage that. Don't you supposed to be at the gym right now? Don't you got class tonight? Don't you supposed to be praying right now? And if you're real quick with it, understand, if you're real skillful with it, if you're really locked into it, you got to understand that the people that you will start seeing coming around you will also be like-minded, just like you. Hey, what time your class start? You mind me standing in? Hey, what time you going to prayer? I want to pray with you too. What time you going to do this? Can I be a part of that group? They're going to want to be a part of what you got going on, because they can see the light all over you. They can, when you're changing your conversation, they see your conversations changing. They see the way that you're behaving changing. They see you used to trip, but now you ain't tripping, you stepping over. They see you used to be the person that was whining and crying, and now all of a sudden you got your head up, your chest out. They used to see that you was always the person that'll go mute, not to speak up for yourself. Now you speaking up with authority, standing 10 toes to the ground and making other folk turn away first. Now they see that you a brand new person. I want some of that. That's what they'll say. I want some of that. But you so distracted on this small town, this small group of people, this small family that you came from. Baby, them folks is not going to finish with you. And that's okay. It's okay to outgrow folk. It's okay to walk away from folk. It's okay to cut ties with folk. It's okay to distance yourself from folk. Everybody's not going to be a part of your tribe. Everybody's not going to be a part of the celebration at the end. And it don't mean that I don't love you. I can love you and still not be connected to you. I can love you and still not be over there sharing space with you. I can love you and love you from a distance. My life and what I got going on, oh baby, this above you. You wouldn't understand this for nothing, and you got to move on with life. You can't dumb yourself down to make sure that they understand. You can't water yourself down just to make it easier for other people. You got to keep on pushing. Every time you unplug, you starting over. Every time you unplug, you starting over. You have got to be consistent. That note was, your faith can't be based on your situations. It can't be based on your predicament. The same God that provides is going to be the same God that healed. The same God that was in over there, what did he say? It ain't nowhere that you can go that God can't go. Or that God ain't already there. I'm just telling you, that's a fact. We just talked about this last night in class. I just told them this last night in class. What you say? There is no place, and you can go back and Google it because it's in the Bible. Y'all, I don't know the exact place, but I'm gonna tell you what it says. It says, if I make my bed in hell, you are there. Wherever I go, you're gonna be right there. So why are you walking around and you acting like God is this small entity when He is a bit bigger than all, above all? You need to put some respect on His name. You're running around acting like, okay, there we go. She says, Jonah, if I make my bed in hell, you there. Everywhere I go, you're right there. I'm trying to understand why you walking around with a heart full of fear. Why you walking around, you understand why you walking around with a heart full of fear, a heart full of doubt. You walking around acting like you don't know who sees all, who has all, who provides all. If I make my bed in hell, you are right there. If I'm in the den, if I'm the boys in the den, in the lion's den, you are right there. If you are everywhere, understand that. What about in the fire and furnace? What the folks' name was? Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. How in the world y'all go down in this fiery furnace and it's only 3 of y'all, but then I look in there and it's 4 of y'all walking around and y'all dancing and praising and everything else. And here you is out here whining and crying about a broken relationship with somebody who ain't even got a pot to piss in or a window to throw out of. You out here whining and crying about somebody that you got to help. They can't even get back and forth to work without you. They ain't got nowhere to sleep without you. They can't even function throughout their day without your coaching and guiding. And here you is running in behind somebody that you got to help. And you mean to tell me you distracted by this nothingness over here when you got a whole God that's over here that's willing to give you? Man, you ain't even got to speak it. He said, if you think it, I can give it to you. Y'all be focused on the resource. I'm focusing on the source. Y'all be focusing on the resource. I'm focusing on the source. Come on, let's just be real. We gotta redo that, baby. You got to take your focus off that resource and put your focus on the source. Everything that you have, everything that you do, you are living, you're breathing, you're being. Everything is tied up into God. Understand that. Understand that. Y'all give more power to man. Y'all give more power and more respect to the checks. Y'all give more power and respect to things that are tangible because you can touch it, because you can feel it. I'm gonna tell you right now, you got to learn how to speak those those things that are not as if they were. You better learn how to do that. I'm trying to tell you right now, I am a living witness of it. I changed my whole entire life by changing my mind. 23 years in warehouse. Understand that that's all that I knew. I walked up out of there and I was about to walk out empty-handed. I was about to walk out with about $500 in my account. I was about to walk out already being a person that was living check to check. I was about to walk out, did not know how I was going to make it, what I was going to do, had a whole wife, got children at the crib, all of this, didn't know how I was going to make happen what needed to happen, but I was on my way out the door. And guess what? That's why it's important for you to understand making sure that you are what? Obedience. Obedience is better than sacrifice. Understand that as long as I was chasing checks, as long as I was chasing that bag, as long as I was chasing people, as long as I was chasing jobs, and guess what I was doing? I was struggling. That's what I'm doing. Whole entire time I'm struggling. I'm making videos and still struggling. Because none of them monetized. You know what I'm saying? Then my people started doing the cash out thing, but I was doing all of this when it was for free. I was doing all this for free, baby. I wasn't making a doggone thing off of it. I just found joy and peace in helping people heal and helping people grow. I just wanted to share my testimony. As long as I was operating out of myself, as long as I was making it all about me and what it was that I wanted, and I could only see the check, then that's what I was doing. I was just doing all of that and getting the check. But the moment that I flipped that mental switch and I was ready to walk up out of there, I was walking out of there. I had about 500. Anybody know me? They're gonna say, yeah, she ain't lying, baby. That was a fact. That was a fact. But before I could get to my car, because I was obedient, because I what happened? Before I got into my car, they said, hey, can you come back in here? Can you come back in here? I went back in, not knowing what they about to say. They said, you know what? We see your platform is real big. Can we pay you not to talk about us? They end up paying me enough to cover the remaining 6 months of that year, right? So now at this point, I ain't got to worry about no bills. All my bill money is right there, right? And obedience is better than sacrifice. I was walking out the door with the 500. Then they say HR is on the phone. They want to talk to you before you leave. They get on the phone and she says, hey, because COVID is going on right now, I'm going to let the department, I'm going to let them know downtown that, we're letting you go right now, that you're leaving because of lack of work. So your unemployment is going to start expeditiously, like next week, all your paperwork, everything put in. Now all my bills are paid with the stipend that they gave me, the severance packet. Now the unemployment is coming. Now I have all of that coming on a weekly basis. And y'all remember unemployment at that time was like $500-600 a week. What do? I'm like, okay, still holding on, because I'm like, you know what? Obedience is better than sacrifice. Obedience, I'm showing you how I went from check to check, from now living by